Hey, what's going on? You know who it is. You know what it is. All right, you guys, peep game. I want to talk some more NBA. All right, one thing about Ticket, man, when Ticket put out the NBA videos, man, it gets you amped, man, especially when you have the Michael Jordan, LeBron James comparison, and even when you throw Kobe in there, it always makes for a good video, and it always makes for a good discussion. Now, as far as Isiah Thomas saying that he would take LeBron James over Michael Jordan, look, I'm going to break the whole Michael Jordan thing down, and I'm really going to just talk about Michael Jordan. And some people may take it the wrong way, but it's just some facts that I truly believe that would have happened. And I think the whole thing about Michael Jordan is sort of like myth more than fact. And it also comes down to situation and timing with Michael Jordan. Now, as far as Isiah Thomas saying he would take LeBron James over Michael Jordan, Isiah Thomas is a motherfucking lie. We all know Isiah Thomas' history with Michael Jordan. It is bad blood between Michael Jordan and Isiah Thomas. They don't like each other. Never have, never will. To this day, they don't like each other. I know Isiah Thomas did that fake ass, shit with Vince Carter. Let Michael Jordan start, even though Michael Jordan, got voted in as a reserve for that last All-Star game that he played in. But Isiah Thomas don't like Jordan. He's always been jealous of Michael Jordan because of the notoriety he got and, the shit from the Olympics and all that type of shit. Look, let's just face the fact and let's just cut the shit. Now, I heard one dude say that Isiah Thomas did not organize a freeze out of Michael Jordan and that. Yes, he did. Yes, he fucking did. Yes, he did organize a freeze out not to pass Michael Jordan that ball. Look at how many shot attempts Michael Jordan got in that game. There were, parts in the game where Michael Jordan was wide open and Isiah Thomas saw him open and he blatantly ignored him and didn't pass the ball. You could put that game on. And people, I know the diehard Detroit Pistons fans don't want to believe it, but this is true. Isiah Thomas organized the freeze out of Michael Jordan in that All-Star game. And as I said before, Michael Jordan got even with Isiah Thomas when he made sure Isiah Thomas wasn't on the first Dream Team. He basically told him if Isiah Thomas played, then he wouldn't play. Now, Michael Jordan go sit up there and say, well, I never said. Yes, you did, nigga. You did say that shit. You know what I'm saying? Y'all got to understand that these NBA players don't tell the truth and they're not honest, right? Just like that shit about the frozen envelope is true, too. When the very, very, very first lottery started with Patrick Ewing, when they screwed the Warriors out of Patrick Ewing. So, yeah, all that shit is true, man. But Isiah Thomas, he's just a funny guy. But as far as the whole Michael Jordan thing go, one thing that I haven't liked is this whole thing that the media and certain people is telling me and other people that we have to accept that Michael Jordan is the greatest basketball player on the... No, we don't. No, we don't. No, we don't. And that's just been something that the media have been pushing for the last, 20 years. But now it's starting to get to the point to where certain people are feeling comfortable by saying arguably Michael Jordan is the greatest player of all time. Because at first people used to say he was the GOAT. Now, of course, Nike will say he's the GOAT because he made Nike a shitload of money and he kept Nike from going bottoms up. So a lot of the shit with Michael Jordan is a lot of hype. He's the greatest pitchman that ever lived as far as basketball goes. Greatest salesman, greatest ambassador to bring in worldwide notoriety to the NBA. So yeah, he did do that. But he didn't save the actual game. It was Magic and Bird that actually saved the NBA, period. They rivalry. So it wasn't just Michael Jordan. I do feel that they give Michael Jordan a little too much credit. Now, he did make the NBA the multi-billion-dollar entity that it is now because of the marketing in the shoes and all that type of shit. So, yeah, he did help as far as that go. And one of the things that always, like, tickle me and have me laughing with the diehard Michael Jordan fans is they love to holler about Michael Jordan never lost in the finals. Oh, Michael Jordan went 6 for 6 in the finals. And he never went to a game 7. Well, like I keep saying, he never swept anybody neither. So you have to take all that into account too. He never swept anybody, you know. So, and at the same time, Michael Jordan don't have the most rings. When did Michael Jordan win as a player and a coach like Bill Russell did? Bill Russell got 11 motherfucking rings. And don't come on here trying to downplay Bill Russell's 11 rings. Nah, you can't. You know what I'm saying? Because if you want to, like I keep saying, if you want to go by as far as wins, championships, then you have to say Bill Russell is the greatest player of all time. You know? Because me, myself, I still have Kareem as the greatest player of all time. You know, and I'm going to talk about that in the next video. Why the media has been fronting on Kareem for like the last, well, pretty much 30 years. I think Kareem's last game was in 1989 or something, 1988. I know Kareem played 20 seasons. But yeah, I love when people bring up the Michael Jordan did this and he did that. Now, keep in mind, they did have something called the Jordan rule. Michael Jordan got a lot of leeway. Michael Jordan used to go to the free throw line a lot, and you could barely touch Michael Jordan, and he would go to the free throw line, where Stephen Curry gets hammered at times, and he don't get his calls. That's why they had something called, that's why they had that shit called the Jordan rules. You know, where referees were told to officiate Michael Jordan a certain way via orders of David Stern, because, you know, David Stern loved Michael Jordan. Loved him a little too much for my taste, if you catch my drift. It's kind of suspect how much David Stern loved Michael Jordan. You know, at first he kind of couldn't stand him, because keep in mind, you know, David the Dictator Stern, you know, he banned those Jordans, you know, those bands. And the funny part about it is, when he banned them, he made the value of them, like, go up. He kind of helped Michael Jordan and Jordan Brand become what it was because he banned those shoes. So by him banning them, everybody wanted them. So David Stern, when he was actually calling himself trying to fuck Michael Jordan over, he actually helped Michael Jordan. He actually helped the league. So when he was trying to do wrong, he actually did right. So that's the funny part about the Michael Jordan thing. And that's what I'm saying. I think we put too much on this Michael Jordan and him never losing in the finals and all that type of shit. Because he doesn't have the most rings. I keep telling you that belongs to Bill Russell. Now, let's talk about never losing in the final. Well, one thing was Michael Jordan kept retiring. I'm going to tell you right now. Take this however you want, Michael Jordan fans, Chicago Bull fans, and I say once again, I do have Michael Jordan in my top 5 greatest of all time. Top 3, as a matter of fact. But I have to say this. I don't think Michael Jordan would have went to 10 NBA Finals and won all 10. I think he would have lost 1 or 2. Because I'm going to tell you something, another reason why Michael Jordan retired. He saw those Laker teams coming. He saw those Spurs teams coming. And I just don't think Michael Jordan, as good as he was, would have been able to hold eventually those Laker teams off or those Spurs teams off. Even though Phil Jackson went on to coach the Lakers. Phil Jackson didn't lost in the finals before. What makes you think somebody wouldn't have beat Phil Jackson in the finals, eventually coaching the Lakers? And I know Greg Popovich would have got. Phil Jackson at least once in the finals. So that's another reason why. It looked, you know what I'm saying, with Michael Jordan, timing is everything. Just like the first retirement. I'm going to tell you something. This is just real talk. That first retirement with Michael Jordan was bullshit. It was bogus. Michael Jordan was coming back all alone. David Stern and Michael Jordan got together and they said, okay, your dad's death is kind of suspect. You know what I'm saying? If y'all catch my drift, his dad's death, how his dad was killed, what it might have been tied to the gambling shit. And then there was rumors about Michael Jordan owing some people some money and being a compulsive gambler. So that's why, you know, the shit with his dad went down. So what happened was David Stern told Michael Jordan, hey, sit for a year and then come back. Go play baseball. Just try to stay in basketball shape. Michael Jordan was coming back all alone. Now keep in mind, they didn't have social media like how they have now. When Michael Jordan retired in 1993, they didn't have really the internet then. The internet was really about to begin and shit. There was no Twitter, there was no Facebook, was no YouTube, none of that shit. If they would have had that shit back then, you would have been seeing all kind of stories, all kind of blogs about his father and the gambling and all that type of shit. They did it so the media would lay off Michael Jordan. Because if Michael Jordan would have came back that following season, you know what I'm saying, they would have been on him. So Michael Jordan just sat out and then he came back. And that's all that happened. You know, he sat out a season and a half and he came back, and that was just like the end of the story. Nothing to it. You know, do not be fooled by that shit. Man, I'm telling you. That's all it was to the Michael Jordan shit. So, yeah, but I'm just saying that, man. I just think people have been prisoners of the moment, or should I say prisoners of the past when it comes to Michael Jordan. They just so mesmerized by that shit just because the media keep bringing that shit up about he never lost in the finals and he never went to a game 7 and all that type of shit. When people keep hyping that shit up, you start to believe the shit. Just like everybody really believed that bogus ass flu game where he allegedly supposedly had food poisoning. That's what they said really happened to Jordan. You know what I'm saying? Because I had heard about that food poisoning shit before Carcino put a video out about it. That he really had food poisoning. They did the same thing to Michael Jordan that they did to Kobe in that series versus the Sacramento Kings. Where they put something in Kobe Bryant's hamburger and shit. That's what they did to Michael Jordan's food. Where they did the same exact thing, which to me, I don't think it's that serious. I don't think you should be fucking with people's food and shit. You know what I'm saying? Because Kobe Bryant could have shut that whole fucking hotel down. And Kobe Bryant, to me, he was a good sport about that shit. Because Kobe Bryant could have put that hotel on blast. The NBA could have put that hotel on blast. That's what they did to Kobe Bryant. But yeah, and then you got Michael Jordan. Like I said, Michael Jordan was a good salesman. Like that flu game shit, where he was all acting like he was about to die and all the fall, having Scottie Pippen holding him up, where he was doing this James Brown impersonation, where he had Scottie. Look, let me tell y'all something. This is real talk. First of all, if Michael Jordan had the flu and he attempted to play basketball, Michael Jordan would have literally died on the motherfucking court. Trying to play hoop. Anybody that didn't have the fucking flu, even a 24-hour flu, you still have to sit. You know what I'm saying? Nigga didn't have no fucking flu. Oh, we gave him fluids and shit. The nigga had food poisoning. Like I said before. Any nigga that didn't have the flu, or that's listening to this video, that's recovering from the flu, go take your ass to a basketball court and try to play hoop. and see what happened to your ass. Your ass gonna be at the fucking hospital. Like I said, I remember me and LBZ was chopping up about that shit. Like I said, everybody know Michael Jordan would have fucking died if he would have tried to attempt to play some hoop, and this motherfucker got the flu. Get the fuck out of here. But anyway, that's all I got to say for right now, man. I'm out.